and I don't think I got to play 7 days last week. I feel like I missed last week and I can't remember what that was. Oh, that's right, we had the Easter long weekend watch party. That's right, there was no Monday stream. Yeah, so I'm going to be going around and finally cutting down my trees and stuff because I can't remember if it's morning or night in game. But I had planned for this to be like the last load in for this map, but FunBimps have delayed the 2.0 release, I think, until almost June. So I may have this saved for a little bit longer. And if that's the case, I do want to clean up my trees, and I would like to try and do a couple of quests. I'm also supposed to be making red turret ammo, which I haven't really made before. I haven't really got to try that out. But if I need to get more resources or whatever, at least I've got like a turret. I don't know if I already started making it or not, I can't remember. But we'll see. I've got my little document and stuff, but it doesn't specifically say that I'm making it. It just says to make it. I remember being like pretty glazed over, like not with it when I was writing that. So yeah, it's fine. But over the weekend was not too bad. It was Azula's birthday on Saturday. So my cat Azula, she turned 4 on Saturday. So I'll post a photo and stuff of her after stream. I was hoping to do it before stream, but I was running out of time. And we also tried to make a hot pot at home because during the cyclone, we'd gotten one of those like portable like camper barbecue things that you can use indoors and shit. And I've had a hot pot bowl thing, saucepan thing, whatever the fuck it's called. I've had that for like years with the intention to get like a hot plate and stuff. So since we had that and we now have this thing, we decided to go and try to get some of the pre-made soups. They are surprisingly cheap. They're like $3 to get like a packet of like pre-made soup shit for it. And it wasn't too bad. It's not quite as spicy as like in person at a restaurant, but it's like half the price of like going and trying to do a hot pot and stuff. And like we still have some ingredients that are like freezer safe, so that's fine. I just had like, I don't know, what do you call it, like a potato, some bok choy, some like cracker, bit of noodles into it, a bit of rice cakes, had some like, you know, that fake crab stick stuff, and what the fuck was in there? I put something else in there, I know I did. Oh, I got like a shit ton of like fresh mushrooms because they're like really cheap. At the same place we got the fucking soup based things. Yeah, I ended up having like next day ultra fucking mushroom bowl of like hot soupy stuff, and I'm like, god damn, it's good shit though. The only problem is I don't usually eat before streaming, so I think that could be probably what's like making me nauseous. Because like the headache could be anything. That could be dehydration. That could be laying down too much. I did lay down a lot over the weekend because I couldn't bring myself to sit on my lower body after like how painful this footstool was for like the past week. So instead of using my lower body half to like sit upright at any point in time, I just like laid on my stomach most of the weekend, which is probably why everything hurts now. But yeah, it did unpretzel the body. Like getting up out of bed Saturday was really, really difficult. Like I'm surprised that this actually hurts more to sit on. Because it doesn't look like it's a bad shape. You know, it just looks like it looks like just like a curved seat bottom kind of thing, just extremely curved. Also, no worries, helping. So I was really kind of surprised at how much it kind of like took a toll. But then again, I also have got like various injuries and crap throughout my body, so I'm not really too surprised. I also don't know if I have cement in this. I do have cement in that. So before I get too distracted, I'm making buckshot. I wonder if... I think I need the buckshot for the turret ammo. I just thought I'd check because I've got some lead and I know I smelted some and I'm pretty sure... Hold on, where's my little document thingy? Come back over here, you. It disappears as soon as I hit like start. I'm sure if I had a whole bunch of automated buttons set up for that, that'd be fine, but I don't want to have an automated button set up to start stream randomly. I'm like, no thank you. That is not something I need. Put all that away. What else have I got here? I don't have any like real fresh shit to go plant. I probably don't need more food. I've got corn. And the other thing I could have done is potatoes, maybe. Yeah, buckshot and lead for the turret ammo is cool. And I forgot I have a fucked up foot. So that's a thing I gotta be careful of. I also should make those into like cubes or some crap. Alright, so I don't have anything currently making buckshot, but let's see if I can quickly make some food or something. Because I haven't made my personal food for ages. I have one potato. Are you serious? Oh, so serious. Okay, I'll go fucking plant the potatoes then. Holy crap. I thought I was just out of ears of corn, but I've got like one potato and I was planning on making like stews and a whole bunch of stuff. Alright. I just kind of like semi-walked backwards then. I feel like it's been ages since I played, but I'm also... There's 7 Days to Die. I'm almost like always fucking playing this some point of like the year. So at the same time, I don't feel like I've really like lost any time by not playing. It's just like, what was the thing I was specifically doing kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure when the 2.0 and shit's coming out. I'll be honest with that, I don't know. First they said it was going to be kind of like, I think experimental was going to start in April. And then I think they were hoping to have it out of experimental by May? Or late April, May kind of thing. But then they kind of delayed it. I think they said for 7 weeks. And then I don't know if this was the same thing or if this applied to something else, but then I saw it for like 13 weeks. So I don't know if it's for like 1 month or 2 months, but I pretty much figure probably won't see it in, definitely won't see it in April, but I probably won't see the experimental come out till May or June. That's how I'm looking at it. But when it happens, I'll switch over. I have some plans for that. Thinking about like eventually when it happens, having like a offline-y sort of game that can kind of jump into every so often, and that way I could do like crazy builds and stuff. I really don't, I still really don't have a lot of like free time and shit, and with the upcoming avatar rigging and stuff, a lot of my spare time is going to be spent doing that. So I won't have a lot of offline time to play games and shit, but at least not for a couple of months. But after that I'd definitely like to, I'd like to have another like long-term game save, you know, like with this one. Like this one's got Red Day 102, and honestly we could be doing better, but this is fine. I'd like to get better weapons and shit. I can't tell if that's on. I guess not. Yeah. I don't mind it's got like the little stoked embers, but I kind of wish it would go all the way out when it's not in use. I understand that there's like some kind of extra light that turns on here, because the sure as shit isn't that. If it was that, it'd be like orangey. It looks like there's supposed to be like a white light up here or something. Weird. Anywho. I have my turret. And I was gonna go scavenging later, but before that I want my chainsaw. I don't know if that's gonna really be enough to do all the trees. I'm hoping it is, because I don't want to have to go out and come back. I might have a little bit too much gear on me. Shouldn't really need the motorcycle, but I'm gonna keep it on me. Yeah, the only other thing I could think of was I used to have a fire axe, and I think I sold it. I also have extra shit in here too. The only reason why I haven't brought the cement down is I literally don't have space for it. The only other place I could put some of this shit is in here, and this is already kind of like chockers in a bad way. And I haven't started making the other stuff yet. Let me just... I'm still walking for the next 18 minutes because if you look down in the corner, her leg is fucked. So let's not run around. But if I could take some of this buckshot. I know you're not finished yet. Let me top you up. Okay. Oh, no, that's caps lock. Give me that. You guys have no idea how often I hit caps locks. I come out of streams and I'm not joking. I'm like screaming in like caps lock without intention because that's what it's like basically set up for by the time I finish. All right, I should be able to just do it here. So what I want, I know I could wait a little bit longer, but I don't know if I want to make it in a box or if I just want to make it in that. I guess that would take a while. Craft one of those, that's 5 minutes. But we have like 3 of these benches and I've got one just here. So I could definitely go grab the others, and I think that that might actually make one more of this. It's 800, right? Yeah, I could make one more of those. Hold on a second, I'll wait a minute. I'm also getting hurt every time she has to jump, and I really regret not making this a ramp because she can't actually get out there and it hurts her every time I jump. You're not that close to being done, are you? Oh, listen to this. I can't get onto a roof because I shouldn't jump. I should bring down her cement. The only other thing I could do while I still have this save is if I was willing to go into the wastelands. Like this would involve me tearing apart this place. But if I had enough iron for like iron spikes, right? Those. And if I was willing to make more sappy fences, because these fences don't quite work properly. Like I feel like I have to do some overlapping shit with that to make sure that that's actually safe. Because I don't know if it's maybe the amount of connectors I've got, because I've got like, I think 9. Hold on, I should be able to see most of them from up here. Yeah, so I've got like 9. Stop doing that. But the ones at the back, they don't connect in a full circuit loop. So I don't know what that's about. I don't remember if it was always like that and we just tuck those inside our gate. I don't remember. But yeah. Aside from that, I had like an idea I wouldn't mind building. I just don't know if I want to like free build. I definitely don't want to free build something in the wastelands, but I also don't want an existing building. The only reason why I want to go and build in the wastelands is it's the only biome I haven't built a permanent structure in before. And with the 2.0 update, I might not be able to because of hazards and shit. So, like, obviously being in the inner city is the stupidest, like, planning to build. But I know that there were a few places in here that had kind of, I love that, working strange. That's right, that's the place that has like 3 dogs in it. That's why it was strange. Yeah, I was hoping to maybe find a little building or something. Like, what the fuck is this place? That I could maybe construct something on. Because while I do think I'd get attacked non-stop, I have got cement and I have got enough cobblestone. If I was to make like cobblestone blocks on my buildings, I could go in there and I could build. Now, I don't know if I'd be able to keep that structure. However, I wouldn't have to be worried about it for too long. Like over here's a nice little like corner. I don't know what's here. I don't really like the wastelands aesthetically. But I wouldn't mind trying to build something in there. So, I mean, that's not that far from Trader Joel. It's not an ideal spot either, but Like, normally spots like this have got, like, what do you call them? Like, explosives and shit in them. I feel like, I just don't know if I actually feel like doing that. Either way, I have got my chainsaw. Nope. Put that back, love. I didn't change that, by the way. She just, like, automatically flicks the stuff occasionally. It's like, my mouse is like a fucking trigger hair sometimes. So she does shit. Alright, put back some stuff. Got that. I could put excess wood and excess rocks and shit away because I'm gonna go cut down wood. With the extra cement. I have to put that in there. And I haven't picked up the other stuff from the roof yet, and I don't really want to go up and make it, so this is going to be out for a while. I was waiting, but fuck waiting. You can start making that, which means I can put the extra steel away, and on that one. No one here for the moment. Extra steel. Now, I think we should be fine with this. I'm going to get ganked out there for absolute sure, and there's not much point in me taking my turret for this. Also, what are you making? That's right, the fucking 60-minute beer run. I forgot about that. Anyway, when it's done making beer, I'll make a fucking pumpkin cheesecake if I've got any pumpkin. You should be able to make cheesecake with other ingredients, I feel like. I also don't want to go down too low because there is an electric fence in here somewhere. And I can't really walk at the moment, so... Just... Well, that's not quite what I wanted, but that's fine. Got me still over it. Alright, we'll leave that there. We'll probably have this place swarming with something soon enough. I don't get out to my trees, I'll probably get a screamer here. I'll probably get a screamer out there because I'm going to be using my chainsaw anyway, but it's fine. I intend to deal with that. I've got guns and shit now. I can't run because it's still 13 minutes on our leg. But this should help with the warping we've got going. I think I want to start up this end. Once I can see. Because my god. The warping. Yeah, alright. Well. This is about where I want to start. There is one zombie over there. There should be one waking up from here, but I guess not. Okay. Either that or I've killed that one recently, but whatever. If there's zombies around, they'll be with me soon enough. Let's get this done. Crouch down. Now, I don't know for sure that I've got enough fuel for this, because I have got a few thousand trees out here, but I think... Oh, there he is. Mate. Actually, if I can keep this quiet... Oh, well. I mean, apart from the tree lopping. I don't know if he died. Maybe. Also, I know that last week, at least when I was playing Diablo, I was a little bit on the quiet side. And that's because of how far under the desk I am. If it wasn't for that, I'd be regular volume. But it wasn't too bad, it just made Diablo a little bit loud. Which, honestly, isn't the worst. Diablo's music can be nice. But compared to this, I might end up being a bit quiet compared to the chainsawing, so sorry if that happens. I have got my person crouching. I'll probably get a screamer. Hold on. Jesus Christ. My brain just inserted screamer noise with that. Let me just make sure my guns are loaded. Okay, all my guns are loaded, so if something does happen, we should be fine. But yeah, I don't super hugely need all this wood, but it would be nice to have it gone. I think you might be a natural tree. Yeah, you're a natural. Yeah, shrub. Yeah. Especially when I get closer to the wastelands, because I put these trees like everywhere. I don't think I put them over there, but I definitely went for a really, really long run this way. I'm curious if It would be interesting to see if One Piece ever changes any of like, you know, like the map features and stuff. Like, you know how you can tell where like, here are all my trees, and like you can see where I planted those, and you can see where stone and other shit is and stuff like that. I wonder if they'll ever change crap like that. I sort of hope not, because it has been really useful for finding resources. Also, you know, if they didn't like hyper-saturate the desert, I would happily make another base in the desert. I actually quite liked having the desert bases. I found that the zombie numbers were a little bit limited, but also, like, I could see them coming from a distance. I at least felt like. Whereas out here, to be fair, I've planted a lot of trees, makes it a little bit hard. But like shit hides in like the tree line until it's like a fair bit closer. Although I have heard some stories of people saying that there's zombies that can spawn within like 500 meters or something of you. Plus, that's probably my tree. So it doesn't matter if you're like above ground or below ground or inside a cabin. Like they can kind of spawn nearish you. I'm like, that kind of sucks. Oh, you and your leg, love. I might end up getting a motorbike out just to get back to the start of this pack. I'm gonna walk over here and have some of my coffee. Yeah, I feel like you used to be able to see zombies walking from like ages away. Like you'd be able to look over there and see them coming kind of thing. Or see them like milling around. Like, you know how it used to feel a little bit more populated when, you know, you'd look around and in the distance, like over there, you'd see like a few zombies. You've made enough noise, they'd walk over to you and stuff. These days I feel like you kind of just don't get that. You know? Hey, top right there. Welcome in. What are you up to? I'm chopping down my forest. Well, what's left of it. I have, planted like a few thousand trees. And at one point in time, I was kind of questioning why everything got a little bit warpy when I was moving around. And I'm like, gee, I wonder what could be causing that. And then we went for a drive past this. And, no, that one's a natural. And, yeah, I kind of realized what might be happening. Because this extends for quite a way, and I've cut down like half of it. We can see all over there. I'll get through it. I'll just pick a direction and we'll walk in it and we'll come back through it. Because I squiggled through here a few times when I was out here mining and crap. But I'm bound to get... What the fuck? Okay. Jesus, okay. Alright. You know, I'm bound to get a screamer or something. I wasn't really expecting my tree to just like have attitude and like fuck off like that. You know? Use mods? Nah, full vanilla. I'm basically vanilla in pretty much all games, except for Don't Starve Together. I have like a couple of mods on RimWorld, but like, they are usually scoffed at as not really being mods, because they're mostly compatibility stuff. But 7 days, I've never felt the need to add anything to it, you know? I just like the game as it is. The only thing is, like I said, depending on like, if I load into certain games, you get like weird shit happen sometimes. Like this is, I believe, a random generated map, you know? So I should have some like wonky shit around the place. I personally really like the random gen maps because you get those like really wild looking fucking roads that like go nowhere. I had one that was like fully fucking vertical. Like you come up to here and the road went up. And it was like, how the hell am I supposed to get up there? There's a quest up there kind of thing. And we ended up having to dig our way up. But of course, you know, the road is like, I don't know, whatever the fuck the road is. It's like 1,500 or something, a fucking block or whatever, cement or some shit. So we ended up having to dig a trench pathway ramp thing in the dirt beside it. And yeah, that was an experience. But I love that shit. The only thing is with the, you know, with the challenge system thingy we got now? Or is it this thing? The only thing is with this, I kind of don't want to have the the random gen maps in case it fucks up this system and I don't get one of the traders. But honestly, after I thought I could hear a squeaky. After the first run of that, I kind of just didn't really care too much. Because, like, I'm used to my towns having, like, up to 2 traders. Or maybe not having a trader and you have to go a town over all the time, even though you've set up base here and stuff. Like, I don't know. What? Hold on. The game lags out like that. Oh, there's my other trees. Okay, we'll go over there soon. Yeah, normally whenever my game lags out, I'm probably expecting a horde. That's why I keep flipping out and looking around and stuff. It could just be the tree glitching out and fixing up some stuff, but yeah. But, yeah, apart from that, like, I played 7 days all sorts of different ways, but just never with mods. A couple of my friends are really huge fans of, like, Darkness Falls and the Legacy one. I can never remember what the fuck it is. Legacy Falls or something like... Nah, that ain't right. Darkness Falls and something Legacy. I don't know. Anyway, they're like huge fans of that. And that's fine. Got nothing against people enjoying what they enjoy and stuff. But I just don't want to play it. Specifically like Darkness Falls, I don't like the fact that it's got the demons in it and stuff. Just because, like, I feel like, you know, 7 Days to Die is about zombies and the apocalypse and surviving and stuff. But, I mean, they're going to add in, what do you call it? Eventually they'll add in, like, the raiders and crap like that. I don't know how I feel about that. I did say, if I really don't enjoy it, I will roll the game back to, like, Alpha 16 or 17 and, like, enjoy playing it. Mind you, back then, the overall saturation of the world was so much less. Like, this would be like a damper kind of green, like this kind of like in between kind of mucky olivey kind of darker green here. Like all this grass would be more that color, and it does look a little bit like dampening and stuff, but like whatever. Oh, that's right, her leg's still fucked. I'd rather have that and like a sandy colored desert than a neon orange desert and a fluoro green landscape. Like, I can deal with that. The only downside to it would be, like, fighting the zombies and stuff might be a bit less. It's going to take me a while to get to the next tree. This one's not one of mine. So I might as well shut that up for a bit. Until her leg's fucked, I mean, not fucked, I'm not going to be running. So I could pull out the motorbike tree to tree, but this will take us a while. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, look, the other thing is, like, going backwards, you get, like, a little bit less on, like, the zombie graphics and crap, but you do get more zombie types. And I'm okay with that, because I remember, at least when I started, you got, like, you had your doctors and your nurse zombies, you had your footballers, your cheerleaders, your cowboy zombies, like, you had your, like, I don't know, oh, the fucking spider ones that used to climb up shit, that was fucking horrifying. And you had to actually design a specific type of base to keep those motherfuckers out. Like, get them to drop down and crap. Like, I did miss that a little bit. I also used to enjoy being in more of a tool age kind of thing. Like, you kind of get that at the moment, but I mean, like, having the feeling of, like, more primitive kind of tools. Like, you get the stone axe. But I used to use the spear when you used to be able to throw it. Because I felt like it was like a primitive ass tool that you could like yeet at things.